Hi Capricorn, welcome to your March reading. So this is going to be a general spread. We'll see what comes up. And I like to think of general tarot readings as, thought provokers. So if something comes up that's not for you, don't try to make it fit, just listen and see what's here on offer for you. And this is how we build and strengthen our intuition. All right, so I said this, who did I say this for? I feel like I said this for Aquarius, but I'm feeling it for you guys as well. I would double check your, I feel like Chinese animal this year and see how it fits in with 2024. What type of year is this? I mean, there's lots of different kind of cosmologies and ways to understand self, and why not check this out? It just happened. So the year of the dragon feels very powerful. I definitely feel it feels like more masculine, so I feel like more, there's that fire as well. Fire is a masculine energy. Anyways, check what it means for you. I feel like I would be interested to know in the comments as I'm learning this as well. Okay, messages that would be helpful for the sign of Capricorn. Messages for the sign of Capricorn that would be helpful in March. The Six of Wands, this is victory after difficulty. This is a man coming back from war and seeing things from a different perspective. So there could have been like a time of chaos in your life, or some sort of transitory energy where you're kind of in between and kind of finding your footing. I feel like this is kind of a little bit more smooth sailing in your life. And, there might be chaos around and there might be chaos in other people in your life, but for the most part, it feels like things are calming down, or you might have just a changed perspective on things, and I actually feel like it's quite calming. I feel like the need to be a little bit grounded. This man's up on a horse, and it's a white horse. There's a little bit of energy of levity here. This is wonderful, but make sure you're also kind of tethering yourself to the ground, is what I feel. So what helps with this, of course, is meditation. Take that mind garbage to the dump, if you remember. It doesn't have to be sitting cross-legged in a corner either. It can be just kind of consciously saying, okay, I'm doing this very, very consciously. Whatever it is you're doing. Walking. Okay. Rambling here. The World crossing. Wow. This is lovely. Yes, the world is crossed, but the world is an ending and a whole new beginning. It's the last card of the tarot. So something here is wanting to end, and I feel like you're kind of getting used to kind of like a new paradigm in your life. As I'm saying this, I'm seeing like a bunch of different scenarios. So obviously, again, this is a general reading, but it's almost like there's some sort of change. And it actually feels really nice to me. Ten of Pentacles in the position of your subconscious. This is about abundance. I also feel when I'm looking at this card, if you see it in this deck, let me pull it up a little bit. Sorry, guys. So in this deck, there's Ten of Pentacles. This is talking about the family. This is talking about stability. But this man is in purple, which I feel like is very a healing energy, and he's patting this dog, and it looks like he's kind of saying, good boy. I feel like good job, good boy. This to me is somebody that's kind of aligning with their true self, aligning with their values in their life, and being rewarded for it. And it might not have happened up until now, but I definitely feel like there's a switch towards easier ways of making money, and I feel like claim that. So know you're deserving of it, ask the fair prices. Make sure there's not those energy leaks when it comes to abundance, because this is the subconscious area for me as a reader. So this is saying in the subconscious, you're rich, essentially. You're destined to be rich. Whatever that looks like to you, it could be rich in family, but I feel like it's the whole picture, really. So if there's any leaking energy where like the energy exchange is off, make sure you plug up those holes and identify them. Again, what you have in your power and your central energy here is the gift of perspective this month, seeing things kind of from an eagle-eyes view, essentially. Wow, interesting. So Aquarius got this in their past energy. Nine of Cups. So a lot of us are figuring out what we want. I mean, this is telling me, what do you need so you are not pouring from an empty cup? What do you need to experience or to have in your life, or that's important? So you are full. So for some people, this is purpose. For some people, this is money. For some people, this is family. It's going to be different for everybody. But essentially at the core, I feel like it's balanced in all areas. I mean, when we're missing something, we tend to focus on that, right? Or something's lacking. Nine of Cups says, you know what you want. I mean, I'm curious what this is. I mean, so far it's so nice. Interesting. You know, I was sitting with my father this morning. He's a Capricorn. We were having breakfast. I made some breakfast, invited them over. And it was the first time he was really interested. You know, he's going through some stuff, but he was interested in like the more metaphysical stuff. I mean, he's a Capricorn, and I know, I don't know. It was interesting to me to see that door opening. And the moon to me it's Cancer energy, but it's also the subconscious, and that's the focus. So you have the higher perspective about the subconscious bringing abundance. So there's an emphasis here. I feel like an energetic shift happening for you. And I think we're all kind of going through this general shift to what people call the fifth dimension. Or, I mean, it's a new paradigm. We're entering into the age of Aquarius right now. So it's entering into this new paradigm, and it's aligned with the vibration of the heart. So, like, just to use my father as an example, he's going through issues with energy of the heart, and so it's like what things can we tweak to focus on that space, to focus on that energy in the heart. I mean, this is. I mean, there's a lot of things tied to the heart, but it's the center. It's the center, finding that center. And that's the moon. It's taking the time to find that center and to kind of clear it out. I mean, past baggage, we're all kind of showing up for this spiritual work. I don't think anybody, I mean, if it's not evident in the last few years what we've been going through, you know, this is like a mandatory dark night of the soul for everybody, where we're taking stock of our lives, we're analyzing everything, we're making small tweaks, we're showing up, we're doing the best we can. And I think there has been a lot of just chaos, and I feel like for some of you, like the chaos on some level, like there's a slow moving shift where it's going to be easier. And it comes from a shift in your perspective. It comes from a shift in your energy. So like if you're the leader of a family, your energy leads it. So your responsibility for yourself leads the entire family, essentially. So you filling your cup. I mean, it's this very complicated like web of energy here. And if you pull one string or you work on one string, I'm seeing like the expansion for the whole collective. And essentially that's how it works. I mean, we're a drop in the ocean and the entire, you know, sea itself. So we are that individual person, yes, but it's there's an inevitability where we have to exist in this world. We're a part of it. And the more that we put ourselves first and fill our own cups, I mean, it's the example of, like, if you think of kind of past generations, like boomers, and maybe you had parents like this where you just work, you get your pension, you get your retirement, you get your Social Security. I'm talking if you're American, but I feel like the newer generation, we have a different perspective, and we're almost kind of coming out of that mentality. And I think a lot of the jobs that people used to have to work and do, like, they're literally being taken over by AI. And I feel like it's opening the door to be more creative, to be more fun, to, again, Live from the energy of the heart. It doesn't mean it's all fun and games, but it's aligning with your true self. For some of you, though, I feel like you might be called or being drawn, you know, slowly towards a more spiritual exploration. It doesn't mean like your life has to be a spiritual life and you're a healer. I mean, that can be part of it, but it can be in your own type of way. Okay, let's keep going. The King of Pentacles, interesting. So the King of Pentacles, I mean, that is very Capricornian energy. I mean, this is the boss. I mean, this is the one that takes care of stuff. I mean, this is, you know, somebody that's reliable, dependable. It's the ultimate dad card as well. It can also be father. I mean, as a general reading, when I'm looking at this, I feel like this is you, though. I mean, this to me feels like you're entering a time, or you are in a time where there's a lot of abundance that can surround you. And I feel like, I want to say, especially if you own your own business, I feel like wanting to be better with money and like having a direction. Like, what's the next plan, or it doesn't necessarily even need to be a goal, but it's like, so I don't have to work forever. I don't have to be stressed. Like, what's the plan? And it doesn't have to necessarily be job. It can be other things that cause stress. So life can be more, I mean, this is a very even tone type of energy. This is somebody very stable, very grounded. It's kind of like the cornerstone. And this is coming in for you. This is in the near future. So this is what you're striving to become. In your position, what? Your position of your power right now is the Knight of Wands, is taking action. I mean, this is like fast moving action. So again, it's kind of conflicting energies where you're being called to go within, but there's just a whole lot going on. There's a whole lot to do. I feel like in a good way, though. A good lot of, you know, many things to do. King of Cups. You have a lot of people in your life. Queen of Swords, another person. The outcome, Four of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Hanged Man. This is a weird reading. Well, the Hanged Man, again, is about enlightenment. So this is the overarching theme. And this is kind of going back to, I mean, the moon going within, the enlightenment. So there can be like a new, again, it can be like layer to your experience in the world. So you can be trying new things that add a layer of experience in your world. And it helps with the evenness of energy. I don't know how to explain this in a different way. It's like a new facet of a diamond. Yes, and it makes you sparkle in a different way. It changes the composition. It changes the way the light hits every other facet, if that makes sense. There's something here that's telling me you're really smart. You can do whatever you want. The challenge is to really take a step back and listen to your heart. I swear, Aquarius had such a similar reading. The outcome's very different, though. The Four of Wands is what you're striving towards, and what the outcome is. This is ultimately what you're progressing towards more and more and more this month, is more just, again, calm energy. The Four of Wands is happiness, happy family life, happy marriage, happy relationships. But when I think of the Four of Wands, I think of like legs of a chair. I mean, it's stable. There's a foundation here. The foundation is within you, though, and having that conscious awareness to check in every single day and do what you need so you can show up the best for everybody in your life. I mean, in the bigger picture, I mean, this comes in, I feel like, testing ways. So for some of us, there's a lot going on in the world. We can be caught up in a lot of things on the internet, or we could get caught up in a lot of things that are, I feel like, distractions. I feel like those are going to be thick this month. There's going to be a lot going on in the world, in the markets, and the crypto. I mean, we're already seeing it. It's already happening. Amongst all of that, it's asking you to go within. It's asking you to work on like your spiritual side. Like, I mean, it's a genuine challenge here. It's asking you to work on your stability, your foundation, your money, your dreams, what you're striving for. What's that generational, I feel like generational healing and generational wealth, because there's an element of karma, I feel, tied up in this 10 of Pentacles that's in your subconscious. So again, there's an element of leaving lack mentality behind. I feel like you're doing a pretty good job at it, though. I mean, it's at the 10 here, and you got the King of Pentacles. So you have all the tools. I feel like you have the foundation here. It's just kind of reminding yourself and seeing that big picture every single day. It might be a challenge here. The Hanged Man, though. I'm curious what this Hanged Man is for you guys. I feel like it's going to be different for everybody, but this is somebody that has been patient. He's been waiting. Waiting for what aha moment, though? That's where this doesn't really fit into this reading. I mean, it could be the moon, though. This personal aha moment, this personal awakening. I mean, this is almost like what they call, you know, like Kundalini awakening, like spontaneous, like shift, or desire to shift, or desire to explore kind of a different facet of yourself. I would say if this is hitting home for you as a reading, definitely take the courses or the classes, or also just watch what the universe brings to you, you know, through other people are messengers, animals are messengers, children are messengers, you know, numbers on the clock are messengers. There's messengers everywhere. Everything could be a message. Some might call that mental illness. It's not. I mean, this is what Native Americans teach. This is my understanding. The magical workings of the universe, and they're infinite. All right, I think I'm gonna end it here. Actually, let's pull a oracle card. So this is from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Why not? It's fun. So again, you have that, I haven't touched on this too much, but that world right in the center, it's crossed. A new big beginning wanting to happen here. There's resistance to it. So what are you resisting in your life? I mean, it has to do with the subconscious. Abundance in the subconscious. Or the way you see something here. But going within. I feel like give it almost to the next moon cycle. There's also an eclipse happening. Personally, I don't feel like drawn to do anything for the eclipse. You know, some people say, oh, set your intentions, you know, or go watch it, or go outside and do something. I feel the opposite. I feel like stay home. It's intense. Anyways, especially if you don't know what you're doing, setting intentions. I mean, really think about it. Usually my intentions are asking for a blessing, because I feel like there's infinite things I don't understand what I need. I mean, I might think I know what I need. But the safest route is please send me a blessing. The staff, again, that fire. Let's read this. 51. All right. The essence of the staff. The staff is a symbol of authority. Hello, Capricorn. It holds the power to temper extremes, The staff helps you find the right course of action in the way of the middle and aids you to maintain your balance after you begin walking in that direction. Moses carried a serpent staff through the desert, and with it he could summon the power of nature to heal or call plagues. The staff reminds you of the importance of all things and that your authority must come from your deep longing to serve. The invitation. You know how to flow easily between polarities, how to weigh all possibilities, and to instinctively select the right path. Trust your inner wisdom and take the first step on a journey that your heart has already embarked on. Use the power of the staff to unite what appears to be divided, to find that delicate balance between will and surrender. And the medicine. You are caught in the delicate balance between opposing forces, between masculine and feminine, between action and non-action. Use this to your advantage, as there can be no day without night, no low without high, no wrong without right. This is the time to take corrective action, beginning with your beliefs about what needs to be fixed or repaired. Let destiny take its course, nudging it slightly along. Yeah, you're going to be sent signs. I mean, this to me feels like there's an inkling, and it might be a little bit scary. It might be a little bit uncomfortable. It might be, I mean, usually I feel like the things I need most, I'm like, absolutely not. I don't want to do that sometimes. But I'm intrigued. Sometimes it's a little bit like that. I'm really drawn just to the word awareness, though. Awareness of things and just being hyper aware and present in your life. There's always going to be lots to do. There's always going to be lots to fix. There's always going to be, just take it one step at a time and be very present right now. All right. I think I'm going to end it here. This is a lovely reading. I hope you found it helpful. This is definitely a little bit more specific. So I'm curious to see your comments. And if you want a personal reading from me, I still offer those. I'll leave my information in the description box. And I appreciate all of your support, all of your likes and subscribes. I truly, truly, you guys have been a blessing for me. Reading for you over the years and learning from you and learning from the readings and learning how to read the signs myself. So thank you guys for being a part of this. And I hope you have a wonderful March. I'll be back soon with another reading. All right. Bye, Capricorn.